Hello guys, my name is Abdul Khan and you're watching my bucket list, and in this video I'm going to give a lecture on concept of acids and bases. In the previous video we talk about the introduction of acids and bases, and also we discuss the properties or characteristic of acids and bases one by one with examples, okay? And I told you there are three concepts of acids and bases in the previous video. And I told you that you will not understand till you not till you not studied about the three concepts of acids and bases. That is the first concept of acids and bases, Arrhenius concept. The second one is Bronsted-Lowry concept, and the third one is Lewis concept. So we have to read these three concepts one by one completely with examples, okay? Then we'll understand acids and bases completely, okay? So now we'll go towards the discussion. So before going towards the discussion, you have to subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon. You will receive my latest lectures with the help of notification, and also like, comment, share on my video. If you do not understand my lecture, you can ask me in the comment section so that I will prove it in the further videos. So guys, subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon. You will receive my latest lectures like the next topics Bronsted-Lowry concept and Lewis concept. You will receive it with the help of notification. So now we will go towards the discussion. So first of all, and this is the first concept of acids and bases, that is Arrhenius concept. Actually, the Arrhenius, it was the name of a scientist, okay? He was a Swedish chemist, okay? So now first we will go towards the introduction of Arrhenius concept. In 1884, okay, a Swedish chemist, okay? Swedish chemist means he's a chemist of Sweden, okay? A Swedish chemist. His full name was Svante August Arrhenius, okay? Arrhenius. This was the name of the full name of Arrhenius. Svante August Arrhenius gave a concept on acids and bases, okay? Acids and bases. In 1884, okay? In which year? In 1884. A Swedish chemist, means he's a chemist of Sweden. The full name of Arrhenius is Svante August Arrhenius, gave a concept of acids and bases, okay? According to his concept, okay? According to his concept, the definition of acids and bases is, okay, bases is, the first one is acid, okay? Acids. So first we will discuss the acids. So acids, according to Arrhenius concept, the definition of acid is that the acid is a substance. The acid is a substance. That acid is a substance which produces hydrogen ion, okay? Hydrogen ion, okay, or proton ion, proton ion, okay? So according to his concept, the acid is a substance which produces hydrogen ion or proton ion when dissolved in water. When dissolved in water, okay? When dissolved in water. The acid is a substance which produces hydrogen ion or proton ion when it is dissolved in in a water means the substance which compound the ion or molecule when it is compound, sorry, only compound. Okay, the Arrhenius concept only talks about compound. So when a compound is produces hydrogen ion or proton ion when dissolved in a water. Okay, when dissolved in a water, so such as HCl. HCl is an acid. Okay, is an acid because it produces it produces hydrogen ion. Okay, hydrogen ion, hydrogen ion, sorry. When it produces, because HCl produces hydrogen ion. Example, there are two, I will give two examples of acids and bases. Okay, the first one is HCl. Okay, when it is dissolved in a water means H2O, it produces hydrogen ion. Okay, because HCl produces hydrogen ion. This is hydrogen, therefore it is known as HCl. Okay, so it's the first example. Second example is acetic acid. Okay, acetic acid, which for the formula of acetic acid is CH3COOH. Okay, when it is dissolved in water means H2O, it produces hydrogen ion. H2 CH3 CH3COO plus hydrogen ion. Why acetic is an acid? Because when it is dissolved in water, okay, it produces hydrogen ion. That is why acetic is known as acetic acid. Okay, so this we discussed the acid according to Arrhenius concept. So now we will discuss the bases. Okay, so now we will discuss the bases according to Arrhenius concept. Okay, bases. According to Arrhenius concept, the definition of bases is that the basis is a substance is a substance which produces hydroxide ion. Hydroxide ion means OH. Okay, OH, hydroxide, when dissolved in water. Water. Okay, example such as sodium hydroxide. Oh, sorry, sometimes I speak like a British. Sodium hydroxide is a basis because it produces hydroxide ion. That is why sodium hydroxide is a base. Example, sodium OH. Okay, it is an base because when it is dissolved in water, H2O, it produces hydroxide ion. That is why it is known as basis, sodium hydroxide. It is sodium hydroxide. Okay, so this is the first example. The second example is sodium magnesium hydroxide, MgOH2. Okay, it is magnesium. make magnesium hydroxide. Okay, hydroxide. Okay, so when magnesium hydroxide is dissolved in water, okay, H2O, it produces Mg, plus, and it produces with hydroxide, and okay, OH. OH means hydroxide. Magnesium hydroxide is an base because it produces a hydroxide when dissolved in water. That is why it is known as base. So this is base, okay, and we discussed acids and bases according to Arrhenius concept. Now we will go towards the merits or demerits or advantages or disadvantages of Arrhenius concept. Okay, so merits. There are lots of questions coming in exam, like merits or define merits of Arrhenius concepts, advantages, uses. Okay, there's a lots of exam, but you will write the following examples. Points: merits or advantages. Okay, of Arrhenius concept. Arrhenius concept of acids and bases. So the first the advantage is that the Arrhenius concept, this concept explains acids and bases in very easy way. Okay, very easy way, in very easy way. Okay, so the second one is this concept explains many acids and bases. Acids and bases. Okay, third one is this concept also explains that. Okay, this concept also explains that how acids and bases react with each other to form a neutral product okay, called salt. When acids and bases react with each other, it produces a neutral product called salt. Example: take one acid, like HCl is an acid. Okay, it is an acid, and plus take one base like sodium hydroxide, NaOH. When it reacts with each other, it produces a neutral product called salt, which formula is NaCl, and also sometimes it produces water, which is H2O. It also produces water sometimes. Okay, so this is the advantages or uses or merits of Arrhenius concept. So now we will go towards the demerits or disadvantages of Arrhenius concept. Okay. Demerits or disadvantages of Arrhenius concept. The first example is the first point is that this concept explains acids and bases. Okay, acids and bases only in water. Okay, only in water, not in any other solvent or liquid, not in any other liquid or solvent. Liquid or solvent means that this concept, the Arrhenius concept of acids and bases, just explains the acids and bases only in water. Just only in, it means that he said that when dissolved in liquid, in water, when dissolved in water, the same thing happens in acids and bases. Okay, so he just talk about water. He doesn't talk about liquid or any other solvent. Okay, so this was the first disadvantages or demerit of Arrhenius concept. The second one is this concept also fails to explore. This concept also fails to explain that how this concept also fails to explain that how that explains some acids, some acids which do not have any hydrogen ion. Okay, hydrogen ion H plus. This means that the concept of Arrhenius, the Arrhenius concept of acids and bases fails to explain some acids which do not have any hydrogen ions, but they still behave as a acid. Okay, like example, aluminum trichloride, AlCl3. Okay, it doesn't contain any hydrogen ion, but it still behave as a acid. Okay, this is aluminium trichloride. Okay, aluminum trichloride and boron trichloride, BCl3, boron trichloride, boron trichloride, okay, boron trichloride. There are many acids too, etc. Okay, but I just give two examples: aluminum trichloride, boron trichloride. These two compounds doesn't contain any hydrogen ion, but they still behave as an acid. Okay, this is the second disadvantage. And the third and last one is this concept also fails to explain some bases which do not contain any hydroxide ion. It's the same case that happen with acids. These two compound doesn't contain any hydrogen ion, but they still behave as acids. And in this, in in bases, the same thing happens. Okay, like any hydroxide ion. Okay, OH. Okay, which do not contain any hydroxide ion, but they still behave as a bases. Example: uh, NH3 and NH3. Okay, ammonia, ammonia, and second one is sodium dioxide. Okay, sodium dioxide, 2O, sodium dioxide, sodium dioxide. NH3, ammonia. Okay, it doesn't contain any uh, hydroxide ion, but they still behave an acid basis. Okay, and sodium dioxide, it doesn't contain any any hydroxide ion, but they still behave as a basis. So this is the disadvantages of acids and bases according to Arrhenius concept, and we also discuss the acids and bases according to Arrhenius concept, and advantages or merits or uses of Arrhenius concept also. Okay, so guys, if you like my video, please subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon. You will receive my latest lectures or videos with the help of notifications, and also like, comment and share my video. And if you don't understand my lecture, you can ask me in the comment section so that I'll prove it in the further videos. So thank you for this video, and see you in further videos. Bye.